Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This marks the inauguration ceremony of the first International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences 2025. This prestigious event is proudly organized by the University of Colombo Institute for Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences in its continued commitment to academic excellence and sustainable agricultural development. We are gathered here today to commence a significant convergence of research, technological innovation, and interdisciplinary collaboration within the field of agriculture. The symposium offers a vital forum for academics, researchers, and scholars to articulate and disseminate their findings, intellectual contributions, and experience, all unified under the central theme of innovative agrotechnologies for a climate smart and sustainable future. Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on this momentous occasion, we now respectfully invite our esteemed guests to illuminate the traditional oil lamp, an enduring symbol of wisdom, enlightenment, and the pursuit of knowledge. Please join with us for this ceremonial beginning. To light the oil lamp, I cordially invite Professor DMCC Gunatilaka, Symposium Chairman and Director of ISATRS, Dr. NP Vidhanapatrana, Head of the Department of Agrotechnology, Ms. S.L. Navaratna, Head of the Department of Food Technology, Senior Assistant Registrar of UCIRS, Ms. S.A.S. Priyadarshani, Assistant Bursar of UCIRS, Ms. A.D. P. D'Souza, Mr. B.P. Srivardhana, Symposium Coordinator, Dr. B.S. Bandusekara, Symposium Secretary, Mr. Rasika Sampath, Past Symposium Secretary, Ms. Nelka Srivarnasinghe, Past Symposium Coordinator, representative member from the sponsors, a representative member from the Alumni Association, and a student representative for this occasion. Thank you all. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you to the International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences 2025. To formally extend our heartfelt welcome, I now invite Mr. BPC Vardhana, our dedicated symposium coordinator, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and honor that I welcome you all for the first International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences, ISATRS 2025. But this was organized by the University of Colombo Institute for Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences. So our theme for the symposium is Innovative Agrotechnologies for a Climate, Smart and Sustainable Future. So we are deeply honored by the presence of our chief guest, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo, whose leadership continues to inspire excellence across our academic community. So I extend a special welcome to our symposium chairman, the director of the institute, for his guidance in shaping this important event. So we are privileged to host two distinct keynote speakers, Associate Professor Ignacio Lopez Campbell from Massey University, New Zealand, and Dr. Sandeep Mann, Principal Scientist of the Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Thank you both for accepting our invitation and enriching this platform with your expertise. So we are honored to have with us the guest of honor, Mr. Sri Harwendran Singh, Consul General, India in Hambantota. Sir, your presence adds great value to this international gathering. And I also welcome Dr. B.S. Bandhusekara, our symposium secretary, whose commitment and tireless coordination have made this event possible. And my sincere appreciation goes to the all head of the departments, academic, non-academic, staff members, and many dedicated individuals who have contributed the organizing ISATRS 2025. A heartful welcome to all participants, researchers, and guests, and my dear students joining us from across Sri Lanka and beyond. Your presence strengthening our shared mission to advance sustainable agrotechnologies and rural sciences. So on behalf of the organizing committee, I wish you all a productive, engaging, and inspiring symposium. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are truly honored to have with us a distinguished gathering of scholars and professionals for this conference. To deliver the inaugural remarks and officially commence the proceedings, please join with a warmly welcome the Director of UCIRS and the Chairman of the Symposium, Professor D.M.C.C. Kunatilaka.
Professor Indika Karunatilaka, Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo, our chief guest today's symposium, and UCRS board members, Mr. Sri Harwendra Singh, Consular General, India, Hambantota, Professor Ignacio Lopez, Associate Professor in Pasture Ecology, Massey University, Dr. Sandeep Mann, Principal Scientist in Indian Council of Agriculture Research, India, and Mr. Buddhika Sirivardhana, Symposium Coordinator, and Dr. Supun Bandhusekara, Symposium Secretary, and Dr. Nisansala Vidanapatirana, Head of the Department Agrotechnology, and Ms. Supipi Navaratna, Head of the Department Food Technology, and all other academic staff and guests and students. As a director of the Institute of Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences, I am delegated to honor to address the International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Science 2025. Our theme of this time, Innovative Agrotechnologies for a climate smart and sustainable future. This is a timely important topic. So that's why we are addressing this topic this time. And I'm actually happy to announce this year we have successfully transformed the national symposium, because in last 5 years we have a national symposium. Now it is in international symposium. That is, I am proud regarding that. UCIRS is the only institute, we know that is the only institute that provide advanced technical education for the farmers and agro entrepreneurs, regardless of factors such as age, educational background, and the time entities. The UCIRS was the aimed offer higher education opportunities to the young rural farmers who have unable to pursue their studies under the traditional higher education platform due to various social and economic constraints. The key aspiration of our institute was to empower especially rural community and agriculture entrepreneurs with modern knowledge, technologies, and evaluating agriculture in giving the agriculture is the most prestigious occupation. We know the recent research statistics reveal that the growth of agriculture production has stuck due to various reasons. The yield of major grain crops by only growing only 1% per year, but you know the population growth is more than the 1%. It is 2%. There are 1% lack we have in if we consider in the percentage 1% behind the world food production in terms of population growth. And not only that, there are other barriers. So we can say that population, more population is occupied lands for settlement, and the natural disasters like a climate change that reduce the agriculture production. So, and under that constraints, under that problems, only way for increasing the agriculture production is the productivity, increasing the agriculture productivity. That is the key boost the food production. This symposium, actually we aim to facilitate and exchange the expertise, experience, and research findings, providing a forum for young researchers to discuss challenges and future directions in various agricultural research fields, improve in Sri Lanka agriculture and international agriculture production. So that, as I explained, the key way for improving that food production is the increase in the agriculture productivity. This research symposium, we mostly focus on this regard. And finally, I extend my heartfelt appreciation and congratulations to the organizing committee. I think last few months, our organizing committees did hard work, and today it is success. So then keynote speakers, finally, thanks to the keynote speakers and paper presenters and participants of this symposium, I wish everyone to have a great time today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is my distinct privilege to invite Professor D.M.C.C. Gunatilaka to welcome our respected chief guest, Professor I.M. Karunatilaka, Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, to address the gathering.
It's a great honor and pleasure that I introduce our chief guest today, Professor Indika Mahesh Karunatilaka, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo. And Professor Karunatilaka joined with the academic staff of the Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo in year 2000. With the academic roots in the both universities of Colombo and University of Dundee, UK. He was the hold senior fellowship from the UK Higher Education Academy and the Royal College of Physicians of Edinburgh. Professor Karunatilaka is the first professor of medical education at the University of Colombo, and he is the transformative figure in the university higher education in medical education sector. Professor Karunatilaka has made significant contribution towards curriculum development, curriculum evaluation, and staff development and introduction of new courses for all the faculties of medicine in Sri Lanka. Professor Indika Karunatilaka has conducted extensive research and authored currently more than 100 publications in peer-reviewed international journal and 150 research presentation at international and national levels, and he has over 1,700 citations currently. He is a recipient of the President's Award for the scientific publications. Professor Karunatilaka has held several leadership positions in the National Medical Association as an Assistant Secretary, that is from 2005 to 2007, Secretary in 2008 and 2010, Vice President 2014, and President during the most challenging year in 2020, we all know, due to that COVID pandemic. So Professor Karunatilaka is the founder president of the College of Medical Education and the head of the WHO Collaboration Center of the Medical Education Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo. His leadership extends across the numerous global institutions, including the World Health Organization, Asia Pacific Academic Consortium for the Pacific Health, Asia Pacific Action Alliance on Human Resources, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and Southeast Asian Regional Association of Medical Education. He also served as the editor-in-chief of the Southeast Asian Journal of Medical Education. Professor Karunatilaka has had a long-standing and impactful role of the Asia Pacific Academic Consortium for the Pacific Health, elected unanimously as the Secretary General in 2021. He became the first Sri Lankan to serve this prestigious capacity. And Professor Karunatilaka is the founder president of the College of Medical Education, as I explained. He was the made significant contribution towards the regional global level through several international organizations such as World Health, as I explained in previously. We know the University of Colombo being the largest and foremost university in Sri Lanka. I'm sure he will be use his national and international experience uplift the University of Colombo for the next level. I'm 100% sure. Without further commotion, I invite our chief guest today, the Professor Indika Karunatilaka, to deliver his speech. The stage is yours, sir. Thank you.
Good morning. And, thank you, Professor Karunatilaka. At the very outset, I would like to welcome all of you for the first international conference, international symposium on agrotechnology and rural sciences 2025, organized by the University of Colombo Institute of Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences. Professor M.C.C. Karunatilaka, the symposium chairperson, and also our guest of honor this morning, Mr. Sri Harvind Singh, the keynote speakers, Associate Professor Ignacio Campbell, and also Dr. Sandeep Mann, all the other international and national resource persons, all the participants joining physically as well as virtually. Let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you for this first international symposium on agrotechnology and rural sciences. This, I believe, is a historic milestone for the UCIARS because the University of Colombo Institute of Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences was established with a very innovative and very revolutionary objective. The objective was to provide opportunities for higher education through farming communities and that breaking across the barriers of the age, space, time and academic background through the use of technology, the innovative technology. This actually is an area that is close to my heart. Agriculture is very important for the nation's development. Technology is very important again for the nation's development. And providing educational opportunities for all who deserve for the development of the country, again very important. So combining these three areas is actually very revolutionary concept because farmers are among the backbone of our country's economy. There's a need to uplift the farming communities in Sri Lanka as a respected and prestigious occupation. So what I would like to see is the UCIARS developing as a center of excellence that will serve the nation by providing the opportunities for those who deserve. The real heroes who are in the ground level, the farmers. And use of technology, especially the technologies like blended learning, are very important. I'm actually very much impressed and would like to congratulate the organizing committee, the symposium chair and the coordinators for this very well executed online conference. Because organizing and executing a blended conference, a hybrid conference is not easy. I can see the visual quality, the video quality, and also the designs are at the international standards. So well done again. It's really heartening to see because we need to use the technology to reach out, disseminate information, and disseminate research. So there, the institute has done well, and I wish and I want the institute to move progress forward from there. And the theme that is selected is very appropriate for the current situation, the innovative agrotechnologies for a climate smart and sustainable future. Nowadays we are talking about AI, nowadays we are talking about sustainability, the sustainable development goals. So this theme actually combines everything. The food, nutrition, climate, and IT. So several sustainable development goals are covered within this very innovative and very appropriate theme. So again, congratulations to the organizing committee for selecting and coming out with this kind of very innovative theme, which is very much important for today's technology and today's situation, and more so for the development of the country. Agricultural technology plays a crucial role in achieving sustainable development by enhancing food security, which is very important for the country, improving resource management, and very importantly, mitigating environmental impact. There are so many areas we can use the novel knowledge and the state-of-the-art technology. Nowadays, we are talking about microplastics. We are talking about nitrogen waste. All these are very much relevant and important. That discussions are very important at the highest level and very important for the development of the nation. Techniques like precision agriculture, vertical farming, the climate smart agriculture, combined with innovative solutions like drones, robotics, and AI, that will transform the traditional farming practices and will create another fourth generation industrial revolution for Sri Lanka. So that is what we want. I want the University of Colombo and also the ISATRS to be partners of that revolution. Again, I wish you all the very best for this conference, and I'm looking forward to the academic discourse. It's going to be very fruitful and very progressive for the nation. Thank you and wish you all the very best.
Thank you, sir. Our first keynote speech is expected to be a highlight of today's symposium. To welcome our first keynote speaker, Associate Professor Ignacio Lopez, Associate Professor in Pasture Ecology, Massey University, New Zealand, I invite Ms. KG Katapiarachi on the stage.
Good morning and warm welcome to you all. It is with great pleasure and deep sense of honor to introduce the first keynote speaker of the symposium, the renowned academic in pasture ecology and pasture sciences, Associate Professor Ignacio Lopez. Professor Lopez is a highly esteemed expert in pasture ecology with over 30 years of experience in research, teaching, and academic service. Since 2015, he has served as an associate professor at Massey University, New Zealand. Prior to this, he made remarkable contribution as a professor at Universidad Austral de Chile. He earned his PhD in plant science from Massey University in 2000. His research portfolio is truly impressive, comprising over 80 referred scientific articles, 12 book chapters, and numerous presentations at international scientific conferences and seminars. Professor Lopez had led and participated in numerous research projects and has received several competitive research grants. He has supervised a number of PhDs, masters, and undergraduate students and actively engaged emerging research in cutting-edge topics such as diversity of pasture and nutrient dynamics under climatic change. He also served as a PhD examiner for prestigious institutions in New Zealand and abroad. Today, we are privileged to hear from a researcher who integrates ecological understanding with practical agricultural innovation. With that, it is my great honor and pleasure to welcome Associate Professor Ignacio Lopez to deliver the first keynote address in ISATRS 2025. Dear Professor, we are truly grateful for your presence. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. My name is Ignacio Lopez, and together with Dr. Bia Oliveira, have prepared this presentation for the first International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences, organized by the Institute of Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences of the University of Colombo, Sri Lanka. Thank you very much for inviting us. In this presentation, we are going to analyze how, with grazing management, we can prevent or decrease negative effects of climate change on our pastures and animals. The results that you are about to see are from a long-term joint research between Massey University, New Zealand, and Universidad Austral de Chile, Chile. New Zealand and Chile have similar attributes. For example, the climate in the south of Chile is temperate, humid, and also in many places of New Zealand we can find the same type of climate. Climate change has been creating the same type of problems, which are dry summer periods. Here we see the summer of 2012, which was a normal summer for both countries, but then we find summer 2015 and 2020, which were very dry in both countries. Perennial ryegrass, that is the most common soil species, in both countries suffer a lot during these dry periods. However, we have in the south of Chile the native pasture brome, which is Bromus valdivianus, that has deep roots and is able to grab water from deep in the soil and continue growing, as we can see in the top right corner photograph. This species also has been introduced to New Zealand. In the summer 2015, we were running an evaluation this is in the south of Chile. We had soil moisture sensors at 10, 20, and 60 centimeters soil depth. As you can see in the top slide, the perennial ryegrass pasture was growing during the summertime 1.5 kilogram of dry matter per hectare a day. And if you look at 60 centimeters of soil depth, still was water available for the pasture. The red line indicates the permanent wilting point. The bottom figure is the fertilized, naturalized pasture dominated by pasture brome, and that was growing at 17.8 kilogram of dry matter per hectare a day. And if you look at the amount of water in the soil profile, was none of water down to the 60 centimeters, which means that this species was getting water from even deeper in the soil. Climate change has been causing similar problems in New Zealand and in the south of Chile, with the perennial pastures dominated with perennial ryegrass. Pastures that 30 years ago were lasting 6, 7, 8 years, today needs to be resown after 3 or 4 years, because perennial ryegrass is dying. This is why morphophysiology of perennial ryegrass is very important as indicator when the pasture can be utilized. We know that perennial ryegrass is a 3-leaf species. That means that one individual tiller will have 3 laminas alive at the same time, but when the 4th lamina start appearing, the older one, number 1, that the first lamina start dying. After grazing or defoliation, the perennial ryegrass will utilize the reserve of carbohydrates to produce the new regrowth. Then to utilize again perennial ryegrass, we need to wait that those reserves have been recovered. If we say that one completely elongated lamina of perennial ryegrass equals 1 leaf stage, then the pasture can be utilized when it's between 2 to 2.5 leaf stage. That means 2 completely elongated laminas to 2.5 completely elongated laminas. Then this is how the leaf stage is the morphophysiological indicator that we are going to use to defoliate a pasture. Now, this is the case of pasture brome, Bromus valdivianus, which is a 6-leaf species. This case is a bit more complicated because pasture brome will have 6 laminas alive in one individual tiller, and when the 7th lamina start appearing, the older one will start dying. So for example, here we can see that the orange line, which is one completely elongated lamina, starts dying when the red one at the bottom start appearing. Then if you count the number of leaves, the yellow, gray, and orange lines were completely elongated. Blue, green, and light blue were elongating laminas, and the red at the bottom start appearing. The short blue line is and lamina that was a residual lamina from the grazing before. Then this lamina doesn't count for the leaf stage because it didn't grow during this regrowth period. Then we have 3 completely elongated laminas equals 1 leaf stage each of them. So we have 3 leaf stage plus the blue lamina, that's 75. The green lamina is 50% of the total elongated lamina, and the light blue lamina, which is 25% of the total elongated lamina. Then in this case, we can say that that tiller is in the 4.5 leaf stage. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0.75 plus 0.5 plus 0.25. So another difference with perennial rhydas, pastubrom elongates 3 laminas at the same time, and that is quite important. From observation, we could see that the naturalized pasture in the south of Chile, which is a pasture that grows spontaneously and has several species in it, pastubrom, perennial rhydas, plantain, white clover, and other species, that pasture was more stable than a zone pasture based on perennial rhydas and white clover. Then to unfold the mechanisms that were behind that pasture, we start doing these studies with mixed pastures. Here we have monoculture of pastubrom, BV, monoculture of perennial rhydas, LP, monoculture of plantain, PL, a mix between pastubrom and perennial rhydas, and the mix between pastubrom, perennial rhydas, and plantain, that is CM. The second year of production, which is full production of the species, we were having again problems with dry summer period. And the pastures that produced the most was CM, yeah, the mix of the 3 species, GM, the mix of the 2 grasses, and pastubrom pasture. If we look at CM, that is giving us, that is producing an over yielding when it's compared with the monoculture of perennial rhydas and plantain. Then this mix of species, yeah, were more stable and dealing better with dry summer periods. This slide is telling us where the overyielding was generated and was done in the summer period of both seasons. The growth rate of CM, which is the pasture that had pastubrom, perennial rhydas, and plantain, was significantly growing more faster than the other 4 pastures. In this study, we also had soil moisture sensors located at 10, 40, and 70 centimeters soil depths. The soil moisture sensors indicating us the amount of water at each depth. Therefore, at 70 centimeters, pastubrom and plantain had less available water than the perennial rhydas, which meant that those 2 species utilize more water from that soil depth. Now, if you look at the CM pasture, the mix of the 3 species, also we utilize quite a lot of water at that soil depth, which is due to the presence of pastubrom and plantain. In this other study, we have perennial rhydas and pastubrom grown as monocultures and also as mixed pastures. The solid line is the monoculture, and the dashed lines are the mixed pastures. The green indicates perennial rye grass, and the red indicates pasture brome. Then we could see how was the tiller population of both species behaving through the years of evaluation. You can see that the red lines are very steady through the time, but not the green one. When perennial rye grass was facing a dry summer, many tillers were dying. That is why the line is decreasing, significantly decreasing during the summer period, and that was consistently in both summer. But the red line, pasture brome, was there surviving through and growing through those periods. When we look at the accumulated herbage mass per year from each of the pastures, we could see that the mixture produced more pasture in the year than the two monocultures. So again, we had overyielding. Remember that overyielding is a rare phenomena that occur in agriculture. Normally, the monocultures produce more than the mixtures. Then we study the root mass of each of the pastures, and we found that between the 31 and 70 centimeter soil depths, Bromus valdivianus pasture and the mixed pasture had a really interesting amount of roots, 38% more roots than the perennial rye grass pasture. This root population at this soil depth is the one that sustained the growth of these pastures during the summertime. When we observe the naturalized pastures in the south of Chile that were growing during the summer dry period, we found that perennial rye grass also is growing there with pasture brome. But the monocultures of perennial rye grass were in latency. That means yellow and brown. So what was behind this? And we studied then hydraulic lift on these species. And we found that during the midday, especially pasture brome was getting water from deep in the soil and was releasing that water in the shallow layers or the surface layers of the soil. Probably perennial rye grass was able to grab that water to keep alive during the summer dry period in those naturalized pastures in the south of Chile. Then pasture brome is the one that performed more hydraulic lift. Then was Dactylis glomerata, cookfoot, and then was perennial rye grass, very, very little. Then when we talk about species function in pastoral ecosystem, we have to also look at this type of phenomena. In this study, again, we can see that pasture brome and Dactylis glomerata, cookfoot, produce more roots than perennial rye grass deep in the soil. And also we can see that pasture brome is very well balanced between the above ground production and the below ground production. Dactylis glomerata, cookfoot, produce way more roots than leaves, and perennial rye grass, Loyulum perenne, the other way around, more leaves than roots. So here we can see on the left side a pasture, a naturalized pasture of the south of Chile, and on the right side a pasture that we make using perennial rye grass, cookfoot, and pasture brome. From this study, we created a new concept, diverse pasture of complementary species, DPCS, DPCS. Then we define that diverse pasture of complementary species, DPCS, are pastures that combine species of asynchronous growth and different functional roles that complement each other within the same pasture. The pasture that we are testing is pasture brome, which is summer active, deep-rooted, and hydraulic lift, with cookfoot Dactylis glomerata, which grows the whole year around and is deep-rooted, and perennial ryegrass, which is winter active and shallow-rooted, plus white clover Trifolium repens, which has biological nitrogen supply and is stoloniferous legume. Then we tested the DPCS in the field, and as a defoliation criteria, we used the leaf stage or leaf regrowth stage, which is a field-based indicator that determines the optimum moment for defoliation. As we were seeing before, for example, for the perennial ryegrass is between the 2 and 2.5 leaf stage when the reserves are recovered. So that is giving us the leaf stage window of opportunity for defoliation for perennial ryegrass. So each of these three species, perennial ryegrass, cookfoot, and pasture brome, have their own leaf stage window opportunity for defoliation. The important thing is that that window needs to be a overlap between the species. So it has to be common to the three of them. Only if that opportunity for defoliation is common overlap for the three species, they will be able to survive in a mixed pasture. Then here we design this study with monoculture of perennial ryegrass, monoculture of pasture brome, monoculture of cookfoot, and we have the mix graze according to the optimal moment for perennial ryegrass, the mix graze according to the optimal moment for the pasture brome, and the mix graze according to the optimal moment for the cookfoot. Here you can see the definition for each of the species in terms of leaf stage. Then we evaluated the pastures. E means early, C means correct, and L means late. Then when the mixed pasture graze according to perennial ryegrass, we could see that always was early for the cookfoot. When the mixed pasture was grazed according to the cookfoot, it was too late for perennial ryegrass and pasture brome. And when the mixed pasture was grazed according to the pasture brome, was correct for the three of these species. Then we can say that here we have a common window opportunity for the three species when the mixed pasture was grazed according to pasture brome. In this study, again, we had overyielding. Then the mixed pastures produce more than the monocultures. Solid line are the mixed pastures and dashed lines are the monocultures. The arrows are indicating where we are having that overyielding season per season. So then the spring and summertime for the pastures grazed according to perennial ryegrass were due to summertime because the presence of pasture brome and cookfoot, and during the winter time was because the perennial ryegrass grows more, and we could see that, for example, in the arrows in the orange, that is pasture-brown pastures, and the green, which is the cooked food pasture. So we have asynchronous growth between perennial ryegrass, pasture-brown, and cooked food. Perennial ryegrass growing more during the winter time, and pasture-brown and cooked food more during the summertime. And that explains basically the over-yielding of the mixed pastures. Thus, we conclude that the leaf stage window opportunity criterion allowed the monocultures and dipses to be successfully managed. Within mixtures, the perennial ryegrass, pasture-brown, and cooked food have an overlapping leaf stage window opportunity for defoliation. The leaf stage window opportunity provides flexibility and allows the three species to be together as a functional ecosystem. Dipses presented less seasonality than monocultures due to complementary traits. For example, winter and summer active species. The consistency of production is of great value to pastoral farmers, since a more evenly distributed annual pasture-fed resource can mitigate the negative impacts of longer periods of soil-water restriction. Dipses defoliated according to the leaf stage window opportunity can become an important alternative for grazing systems that are based on perennial ryegrass and white clover. Here you can see some of our publications generated from this research line. All of them available in the internet. Before finishing, we thanks to the organizers of the first International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences for this invitation, and also we thanks Universidad Austral de Chile, Massey University, New Zealand, ANID, Chile, Fondesit, Chile, TRL Agricultural Research Trust, New Zealand, and C. Alma Baker Trust, New Zealand, for funding all this research that we have presented to you. We hope that you have enjoyed this presentation, and thanks for your attention.
Thank you, dear Professor, for your inspiring and fruitful speech. So now the time, Professor, if you need, you can share your more thoughts with us now.
Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Excellent. Good morning. So thank you very much again for this invitation. And I was thinking here, what could be the more important messages from all this research line? Well, first, we have the climate change that is happening, and is interestingly happening at the same time in parallel between New Zealand, this side of the Pacific Ocean, and South America. Chile is on the other side of the Pacific Ocean. And so that is point number one, and the constraint on the grazing system and agricultural system in general are real. It's not something that is the fantasy that some people say, no, scientific are saying this to get more funding and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not like that. We can see all the effect of these changes, yeah, from one year to the next, and we need to do something about it. So one way is playing with prevention on what we can, how we can deal with these going on problems. And that is in the best interest, the farmers, and also the environment. Then one way that we have been dealing with this in grazing systems is increasing the diversity of the species in the pastures. So we are breaking the duopole of perennial ryegrass, white clover, and we are looking at what is happening more in nature and really increasing the number of species in an ecosystems are giving us a key to deal better with all these problems that climate change is creating for agriculture. So understanding how the growth physiology of the species is working there, and understanding how the environmental constraints also are dealing with the species, and the species can kind of skip or do whatever they can to survive and grow are key parts of our research. All these concepts can be applied for tropical type of pastures. Definitely, yes. So probably you guys, I don't know, but maybe you are not dealing with summer dry periods, but maybe you are dealing with other type of environmental or climatic changes in terms of low temperatures, climate going less hot or colder during winter time, or also the rainfall period changing, etc. Then we need to use what we know in terms of pasture growth physiology and animal requirements, plus imagination. And putting all those elements together, we can start answering those questions that the environment is putting at the front. I don't know, any questions? Feel free to ask anything.
Dear participant, if you need more clarification, you can ask from the professor. Seems it's like no more clarification with that. So thank you, Professor, for your inspiring speech and also the timely important topic. And thank you very much to join with us with your busy schedules. Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Welcome to the agricultural paradise of Mahakampura. Step into the vibrant world of UCIRS, the University of Colombo Institute for Agritechnology and Rural Sciences. Since its establishment in 2000, UCIRS has been cornerstone in fostering agricultural entrepreneurs and uplifting Sri Lanka's agricultural sector. This mission is powered by a dedicated academic staff consisting of 17 members and diligent non-academic staff committed to excellence guidance of esteemed directorship. With over 400 undergraduates pursuing their education through a blended learning model, UCIRS stands as an unmatched beacon in agricultural education. It offers a dynamic academic journey that seamlessly integrates technology and practical knowledge. At the heart of UCIRS, the Department of Agrotechnology and the Department of Food Technology form the foundation of an advanced curriculum enriched by extensive research and hands-on practical experiences. Here, students delve into diverse fields such as crop science, animal husbandry, biotechnology, and food science, each tailored with practical sessions that refine their skills and expertise. Spanning over 40 acres, the UCIRS farm is a living laboratory. It features a state-of-the-art cattle shed, poultry unit, goat shed, and piggery, all equipped with modern technologies. The farm's fully automated greenhouses offer a unique hands-on learning environment, while the iconic UCIRS lake, with its smart irrigation systems, serves as the lifeblood of this agricultural heaven. UCIRS also prides itself on housing Sri Lanka's most advanced tissue culture laboratory. Staffed with highly skilled professionals and equipped with cutting-edge technology, the lab provides invaluable access to modern agricultural techniques for the rural farming community. Life at UCIRS is vibrant and diverse. Cultural, educational, and sporting events held throughout the year infuse energy into campus life. Organizations like Art Society, Sports Society, and the Leading Edge Media Unit play a pivotal role in nurturing well-rounded, versatile graduates. UCIRS, where innovation means excellence, shaping the future of agriculture in Sri Lanka. The first National Symposium of the University of Colombo Institute for Agritechnology and Rural Sciences was held on 15th of December 2020. We have been on an incredible journey and we are now on our way to remarkable first international symposium. This is a brilliant opportunity for everyone to promote their research and innovations. This is our mother, UCIRS.
You have just witnessed a brief clip which highlighted the extraordinary journey of University of Colombo Institute for Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences, highlighting our accomplishments and milestones over the years. The second keynote address is poised to offer profound insights, significantly contributing to the depth and scope of today's symposium. To welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Sandeep Maan, Principal Scientist at Indian Council of Agriculture Research, I invite Ms. Chadri Korlagay to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. It's my great pleasure and honor to introduce keynote speaker of the first International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences 2025. an outstanding personality in the field of agricultural engineering and post-harvest technology, Dr. Sandeep Mann. Dr. Mann is currently serving as the principal scientist in the Transfer of Technology Division at Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Central Institute of Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, Ludhiana. He holds a Master in Technology degree from Chandra Charan Singh, Haryana Agricultural University, Hisar. And he earned his PhD in Processing and Food Engineering from the prestigious Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana. He is also a proud recipient of the gold medal for his Bachelor in Technology in Agricultural Engineering in 1997, a testament to his excellence from the very beginning. With an impressive 20 years of dedicated service in the National Agricultural Research System, Dr. Mann has significantly contributed to the field of post-production process mechanization and value addition. Dr. Mann's research interests span a wide range of vital areas, including design and development of agricultural processing machinery, environment control structures, packaging and storage solutions, mathematical modeling, expert system development, modified as atmospheric packaging, and the mechanization of traditional foods. Some of his major technological contributions include the development of a seed processing plant, an on-farm fresh produce handling unit, an evaporative cool chamber, taro and potato peeler, a corn rope coaster, animal lifter and squeezer for both small and large animal, and a high-volume, low-speed fan for the dairy animal. Dr. Mann is a prolific contributor to academic and technical literature with over 58 publications, and that include research papers, technical bulletin, book chapters, manuals, and some popular articles. He also taught numerous undergraduate and also postgraduate students that include 8 master students and also 3 PhD scholars. His excellence has been recognized through several honors, including ISA Team Award, Commendation Medal, and Meshu Fellowship of Israel in 2012. Today, Dr. Mann continues to champion the development and the dissemination of post-harvest technologies. His mission is clear: empower farmers not just as the growers, but also as the producers and entrepreneurs, creating new dimensions in rural livelihood and agro-industrial development. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to a visionary scientist and one of the true leaders in agro-processing innovations, Dr. Sandeep Mann.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Over to you.
So I may be allowed to for sharing of screen.
Yes, sir. So you can share your screen.
It is still showing disabled, post disabled participant screen sharing.
So please wait a minute.
Okay.
Yes, sir, now you can share your screen.
I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir.
And the slide is moving.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So, very good morning, Honorable, very young Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Chief Guest of today's function, Honorable Guest of Honor, Shri Arvinder Singh Ji, Consul General of India, my fellow keynote speaker from New Zealand, Symposium Chairperson, my friend, Professor Champati, Symposium Coordinator, and symposium secretary, and all the participant, faculty sitting there or joining online. Very good morning and greeting from India. I will be talking on agro processing machinery and technology. I am representing Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and my institute is called Central Institute of Post Harvest Engineering and Technology. It is located in Ludhiana, northern part of the India. I think might be 3,000 kilometers from Sri Lanka. So this is our beautiful campus. You can see, and we have 5 divisions for the bifurcation of work. So we work on structure and environment control, automation and sensor technology, food grain and oilseed processing, horticulture crop processing, transfer of technology. And in India, we have a mechanism of All India Coordinated Research Project. So because India is a very big country, it is diverse. So to cater the local need, we have this mechanism, and we have 29 center related with the post-harvest engineering technology project, and 14 center related with the plastic engineering in agriculture, structure and environment management. So that's how our presence is across the country. And I must say that Sri Lanka and India, we have many things common like history, festival, culture, language, religion, and of course, modern partnership. So I hope whatever I am going to share, that will be or can be used as such in the Sri Lankan scenario. Just to give an idea, of course, this is with perspective of India, but you see that still level of if we talk about level of processing, so level of processing as far as durables are concerned, it is quite high, 90 to 78%. But if we talk about fruits and milk and other products, it is very less. If we compare it with the developed countries, there it is quite high. So definitely there is a scope for it. And we conducted one study across India regarding the post-harvest losses. So you will be surprised to know that in as per the 2022 data, 22 data, we are losing 1,52,000 crores of rupees towards losses, and the losses ranging from starting from 2% up to 18% in some commodities like fruit and vegetables. So I think the same scenario might be there at Sri Lanka. So lot need to be done. Why we go do processing? Just to make any agriculture produce edible, value addition, safety, maintain property, and get better nutrition and taste. That is the purpose. So we are working in the area of agro processing. So basically at the country like us and Sri Lanka, only 14% of total workforce is engaged in this business as far as India is concerned. In the developed country, I can say. But as far as developing countries are concerned, only 3% of workforce is there. So this field provides us an ample opportunity for employment and entrepreneurship development. If briefly I can say, we can divide this processing in 3 parts: primary processing, secondary processing, and tertiary processing. So in primary and every stage, there is a scope of value addition. So these are the major unit operation in post-harvest technology, like pre-harvest, harvest, cleaning, grading, drying, dehydration, dehulling, decortication, selling, splitting, peeling, sizing, milling, blending. So these are basically packaging, storage, crop specific. Some some unit operation apply to X commodity or some may apply to Y commodity. Now I will share the mechanized solution which my institute developed over a period of time. If I talk about history, this ICR CFET, we call it Central Institute of Post Harvest Engineering. It has been established in 1989. So I am very happy to see the video of the institute, this UCIAR, a very wonderful institute, very good infrastructure, still very young institute, started in 2006, I think, if I am remembering correctly. So we are a little bit older, but I considered this, our institute is also in full youth. So over this period of 30 years, we developed many solutions specific with the processing of agriculture produce, and that too the farmer or small entrepreneur can use. So these are some glimpses of primary processing equipment. I will discuss little bit in detail. So these are some seed grain cleaner, fruit and vegetable graders. So we have some drying solutions related with the maize, and these are polyhouse dryers developed, tested, and these can be utilized anywhere across the world. Washing solutions are there for carrot, for vegetables, different type of vegetables, for fruits. We have peeling and polishing solutions we developed. So these are some, there are some glimpses of, related with the garlic, related with the fruit lychee, potato peeler, turmeric washer, pineapple corer, coconut. So there is a, big spectrum of the development of different solutions. These are some pictures of machinery for de-husking, milling and grinding. Flour mill are there, and dal mills are there. Pulse processing solution we have. We have solution with the paddy milling, and very efficient solution, I must say. Processing equipments are there. Another some rice flaking machines, because many operations in India, they were manual. So our aim, our goal, our vision, our wisdom is to mechanize each and every operations down the value chain. So some processing equipment for cereals. Some we also work on the product development, product unconventional product. Okay, so we have process protocol for maize muffin, millet muffin. So many products are there. So I am just showing you the most important one, and those that may directly applied at Sri Lanka. Processing equipment for millets. So millet, last year whole of the world celebrated millet year, international millet year. So many solutions related with the millet we do have. Processing equipment for millet. We have pilot plant for processing of different millet, maybe minor millet or major millet. So these are there is a solution for making of kurkura. We in India we call it kurkura, but scientifically these are extrudate. So we developed many technology related with the from rice, from millet, from corn. So many combination we do have. So these are some equipment, very efficient equipment, and capacity is also very good. Sir, my lecture level. And this capacity can be utilized towards at village level also. Again, some pulses nuggets very popular in India. So mechanized solution is there. Of course, we have solution with the oil seed also. Sunflower dehuller, sunflower oil extraction, oil expellers are there. for efficient extraction of oil. And you know, you see the capacity, the range. Capacity starting from 10 to 50 kg per hour up to 60 to 70 kg per hour. And if you looking forward towards industrial solution, the capacity can be 1 ton per hour. So like there is a broad spectrum. Another technology of peanut paneer tofu. Soya paneer is very popular across the world. So we developed another technology related with the peanut paneer. And we have a technology for isolation of protein from de-oiled cake. So, you know, after removing of oil from any oil seed, there is a cake which is protein rich. So we developed a technology for extraction of protein out of that, and that can be used for, you know, bodybuilding and these solutions, very costly. In India, we are popularizing this concept of agro processing, and we conducted impact study, and in Indian rupees, this can be developed in around 10 lakhs of rupees, or you can say around if uh, around you can say $8,000, nearby 8 to $7,000. You can anyone can put, depending upon the availability of raw material available in the production catchment. And these type of these type of centers can provide employment for 2, 3, 4 people, and income generation and value addition is about starting from 50% to 100%. So this concept we are popularizing. We converse this concept in mobile agro processing unit. So this is also one concept that most of the machinery with low capacity put in on a trailer, and the person is roaming and doing processing at the doorstep. So there are some pictures of different agro processing centers. With the help of our institute, as of now, we developed 350 such centers, and there is a multiplier effect also. So that till now, I have shown the solutions related with the cereals. Now I am coming to show you some solutions related with the horticulture crop. So fruit graders are there, pulper is there, juice extraction solutions are there, pomegranate aerial extractor is there. You see that extracting these aerials is a difficult task. So manually people do it, but we have mechanized solution for that. So cutting off, you know, banana comb, and so there are solutions for walnut. This is also a good system, you know. This is refractive window drying of leather, mango bar, guava bar, jamun bar. So many technologies are there related with this. Rose petal gem. This is a patented technology. This is a small pilot plant for extraction of pectin. Many, horticulture crop, fruits, in peel, there is a pectin. So if a juice industry uh, 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 install this plant, they can extract pectin from the waste. So in that way, we are addressing the waste issue, which is a very big issue as far as this processing industry is concerned, horticulture processing industry is concerned. So we are trying to get some high value product from this waste material. So for export, we developed some protocol for fumigation of grapes. We developed this chamber, and now our farmers are, then they can export their grapes from Maharashtra. Some solution related with the chili destocking, lychee peeling. So peeling of some fruit is also a cumbersome sort of thing. So there are some solutions which we develop. Grading solutions are there related with amla, related with potato, tomato, many things. So as far as these are some value added product from guava. And process protocols are available at my institute. Value-added product from ginger, from onion. So this is a very specific crop. I don't know whether it is there in the Sri Lanka or not. This is makhana. Mechanized solutions are there. There is a pilot plant. We developed full pilot plant. Some other solutions for removing of water from cut vegetables. Value-added product from green chili paste, green chili powder, and jaggery is very popular. I hope it is also popular in Sri Lanka. So jaggery is very popular. So to make jaggery available in safe and presentable form, we developed an efficient 3-pan system. And there are some pictures you can see, and the person is making jaggery. So this is also a good venture. Honey processing. We developed one honey processing unit that is costing just $1,000, $1,000 starting from. So very useful for farmers or small beekeeper, and many this machine is very popular among the farmers. We have some solution related to the spices processing. We developed some solutions for live fish carrier system. So with this, live fish can be transported to the market, and the buyer can buy the live fish right away from that place. Some descaling tool for fish, some meat ball making machine. So those who are interested in meat processing, that this machine can be useful for them. We have some process protocol for low fat meat products. Disinfectant unit. After Corona, we developed this because the whole world was under stress. So we developed some this solution to disinfect the food and fruit and vegetables. So basically, we work on this complete value chain concept. So here you can see complete value chain related to the pulses. This is a value chain related with the soybean. The same chain can be applied for the processing of peanut, making of peanut product. Tomato value chain is there. So 2-3 machines are required, and we can do the processing of tomato. This is a complete value chain for tomato, making processed product like tomato ketchup, puree, etc. These are the value chain for grapes. There are some solutions for efficient storage of onion. And to get the information related with the different technologies and different machine, and how to identify the particular machine and what machine can be used there, we developed this database. So this database can be accessed online, and by selecting desired crop, one can see what type of machine is required, what unit operations is required for processing of that particular commodity. So this database is very much available on the website, and one can explore it and get information. One thing I must say that in India, there are very good manufacturers, those who are making good, efficient, robust machine, I must say. China is there. China is a big hub for machinery manufacturer. But India is also coming up as far as processing machineries are concerned. And as an institute, we have a testing facility. We have accredited testing facility for food as well as machines. So in order to provide quality machines to the users, to the farmers, We have a testing facility, and we do testing for post-harvest engineering machines. So these are the services we are offering. Of course, we are imparting training. Last year, through ARDO, African Asian Rural Development Organization, we conducted one training for 25 participants across different countries. And of course, we conduct training for our farmers also. We also do consultancy research, contract research, and we are quite open for any type of collaboration to identify or to provide solution which is good for farming community. So just to conclude that as far as our experience is concerned, that the value addition in production catchment has not only able to enhance the income of the farm entrepreneur and generate employment opportunity in rural areas, but also have indirect benefit in terms of increased availability of food quality, a good quality processed product, and higher price realized by the farmer. So this we promote. Our motto is produce, process, prosper. So this is for the farmer. This is for the budding entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurship in agro processing has obvious advantage over selling of raw produce, and processing level need to be promoted on scientific line. So with this mission, my institute is working, and we look forward for any sort of collaboration, any sort of discussion. We are always open, and I'm thankful to Professor Champati and the organizer for giving me the opportunity in this first international symposium on agrotechnology and rural science. And this is a good event, and I congratulate to the organizers because they make it now international after successfully conducting of 5 national symposium. So I think many useful points or recommendation will be coming at the end of deliberation of this symposium. So my best wishes are with you all who are attending there. Thank you very much for providing me the opportunity. You are not audible.
It is now time to welcome our guest of honor. To extend this special welcome, I invite Ms. Darshika Jivanti on the stage to introduce and welcome Mr. Sri Harvinder Singh, the Consul General of India, Hambantota.
Good morning to all of you. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our guest of honor for the first International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences 2025, Mr. Harvinder Singh, Consul General of India at Hambantota, Sri Lanka. Mr. Singh brings him with a distinguished diplomatic career, having joined the Ministry of External Affairs in India in 1995 and serving in Indian Foreign Service. He holds a diploma in production engineering, a bachelor's degree in political science, and an MBA in human resources and organizational development from the prestigious Delhi School of Economics. Over the past 3 decades, Mr. Singh has served in a range of key diplomatic assignments in Germany, Armenia, Argentina, and Sri Lanka, handling political, commercial, and administrative affairs with great distinction. Notably, this is Mr. Singh's second tenure as the Consul General of India in Hambantota, Sri Lanka, having previously served here from 2011 to 2013. We are also honored to share that this marks his second time participating as a guest of honor at a symposium organized by ISATRS as testament to his continued commitment to academic cooperation and regional development. Please join me in extending a warm and respectful welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. Harvinder Singh, Consul General of India at Hambantota, Sri Lanka. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone, and a very good morning to all of you. Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, Professor Karuna Tilka, Director of this institute, Mrs. Nisansala, Mr. Shri Vardhana, Professor Guna Tilke, and keynote speaker joining us from Massey University of New Zealand, Professor Campbell, and my fellow national, Mr. Sandeep Maan, who joined us from India, Ludhiana. And dear friends, I come from India, which is predominantly an agrarian nation. Agriculture sector has been the backbone of our country for centuries. As per the latest figures, the agriculture sector contributes about 17% to India's GDP, and about 55% of India's population is involved in agriculture sector and its related activities. India's journey, particularly in agriculture sector since 1947, has been a journey of grit, courage, and determination. We attained freedom in 1947 after centuries of rule by colonial powers. When Britishers left India, there were not enough food grains to meet the demands of our population. The colonial powers which ruled India for more than 300 years left the country impoverished, and their only focus was on taking out India's wealth and our mineral resources. However, the government of India in 1947 and the decades that followed were led by very able leaders and visionaries. The government of India initiated a program called Green Revolution. This project included laying of modern irrigation systems such as canals and tube wells. It was supported by availability of high-yielding variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and further supported by mechanization, scientific farming methods, which include multiple cropping, agronomic practices, and soil health management, etc. These efforts soon yielded results, and as a result of Project Green Revolution, within a span of few years, from a food grain deficient country, India became net exporter of food grains. I am proud to say that India today is a major global food grain producer, holding significant positions in the production of several key crops. India is today world's second largest producer of rice and wheat. India also leads in production of milk, pulses, and jute. Furthermore, India is also a major producer of sugarcane, groundnuts, vegetables, fruits, and cotton. India's substantial food grain production plays a vital role in global food security, especially for wheat and rice. Friends, today India is a different world than what we have seen in our childhood. Resources, including the most vital of all, water, is fast depleting, not only in India, but in many parts of the world. The use of excessive chemicals throughout the world in the past few decades have played a negative effect on the health of soil, and it needs urgent corrective action. While on the one hand, we have to take care of the increased food grain requirement of people, we also have to preserve Mother Nature and Mother Earth for our future generations. In the age of resource constraints, climate change, and population growth, there is a need for more intelligent solutions, for more innovative agricultural technological developments, which could ensure food security as well as create a sustainable nature. With technology being upgraded at super fast pace, the need for innovation has never been urgent for agriculture sector in entire world. From traditional farming practices to modern technologies, India, as well as the world, has seen a transformative shift in how food is grown, harvested, and distributed. The Indian government has launched various programs and policies to promote sustainable agriculture. This includes National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, and the Soil Health Card Scheme. These initiatives aim to support farmers in adopting sustainable practices, improving access to resources, and promoting organic and natural farming. Schemes like Prime Minister's Fasal Bima Yojana, which is crop insurance scheme, and Prime Minister's Krishi Sinchai Yojana, which is Prime Minister's Agriculture Irrigation Scheme. These contribute directly to sustainable agriculture by providing support to farmers and to agricultural infrastructure. As a result of these, more than 2,000 agri setups have come up in India. India is now also famous as a land where youth, young generation people are getting into starting up their own businesses. There has been a traditional shift where our young generation were looking for jobs, government jobs or private jobs. Now many of young generation people are getting into agriculture. They are doing organic farming in a big way with the able support of government and key stakeholders in the system. According to an estimate, the agri-tech industry drew substantial foreign investment during the year 2022-23. The foreign investment amounts to about $1 billion US. Sustainable agriculture in India focuses on balancing ecological health, economic viability, and social equity within farming practices. It addresses the challenges of conventional agriculture, such as declining soil fertility, water contamination, and biodiversity loss by promoting practices that conserve resources, enhance soil health, and reduce reliance on synthetic inputs. This approach is crucial for long-term food security and environmental protection. Friends, the world today has become more global. We all have same problems, and as a corollary to this, the solutions are also common and can be applied globally. Countries and governments today are able to work more closely than ever before, and solutions developed in one country are applicable around the world. The organization of this symposium, including speakers from New Zealand and from India, is a testimony that we all, researchers, scientists, and stakeholders, are willing to take the work forward collectively in addressing the problems which are related to the field of agriculture. I hope the discussions and takeaways from this symposium will be of immense benefit for all the stakeholders and participants. I extend my congratulations to the director and organizing committee at Institute for Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences of University of Colombo for organizing this symposium. I wish all the very best to the participants who are taking part in this symposium. I hope as a result of the deliberations today, there will be new learnings which will be of immense use to all of you and to all of us. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Bhamstuti.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful address. As we conclude this inauguration session, I invite Dr. B.S. Bandusekara, our symposium secretary, to deliver the word of thanks and to express the gratitude to you who made this event possible.
Good morning all. Vice Chancellor Sir, University of Colombo, our valued keynote speakers, invited guests, scholars, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks at this remarkable ISATRS 2025. On behalf of the organizing committee of the first International Symposium on Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences, the entire fraternity of UCIARS here together, and on my own behalf, extend very heartiest thanks to Professor I.M. Karunatilaka, Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, for your valuable presence, guidance, and motivation. I have no words strong enough to express gratitude to Professor Ignacio Lopez, School of Agriculture and Environment, Massey University, New Zealand, and Dr. Sandeep Maan, Indian Council General, Council of Agriculture Research, accepting so our invitation and delivering very informative keynote speeches. I am glad to express sincere thanks to our guest of honor, Mr. Sri Harvendra Singh, Consul General of India, Hambantota, Sri Lanka, for gracing this event. Sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and for being with us this important occasion. Further, my sincere thanks go to all the members of reviewing panels who are supporting to us maintain the quality and standards of our papers, which will be presented today and published. I also take this opportunity to express my thanks to all the scholars who have shared their thoughts, their knowledge, and experience with us. At the same time, I would like to express my special thanks to all the sponsors who have contributed to this event. And without them, it is not possible to conclude this session. My sincere thanks also going with all the committee members, academic members, and administrative members, and as well as all the students of UCIARS. Their support was there beyond the expectation. Finally, I must proudly remind Professor Champati Gunatilaka, our director, the strong pillar standing behind us and pushing us forward, regular inspection, guidance, and direction. Thank you very much for all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With inaugural process concluded, we invite all attendees to join with the technical session that follow. Your active involvement and insight are vital to the success of this program. Thank you, and we hope you find today's symposium enriching and inspiring. Let us now proceed to our first technical session. You can join with us via YouTube and Facebook live streams from social media. Stay tuned with us. And now, let's praise for the national anthem. The technical sessions will be started sharp at 10:30 p.m. I invite all the attendees to actively participate with these technical sessions. Thank you.